You're about to waste $200 on dead plants this February. I watched it happen to my neighbor last week. $87 in tomato transplants. Frozen solid overnight. Gone. Here's what nobody tells you. Zone 8 gardeners throw away half their potential harvest every single year. You're planting at the wrong time, in the wrong order, watching your money, your time, and your dreams of fresh food just rot in the ground. But what if I told you the same dirt, the same 4x4 bed, could feed your family twice this year? April and July. 1 bed. 2 complete harvests. In the next 8 minutes, I am giving you the exact timeline. What to plant this week, what you are starting indoors right now, and the secret system I call the 7-day reset that doubles your harvest without doubling your work. Look, 2026 is different. Grocery prices just hit record highs again. Tomatoes are $6 a pound where I live. Organic lettuce? $5 for a tiny container that wilts in 2 days. You have 2 choices: keep paying or grow it yourself. But here's the trap most Zone 8 gardeners fall into. They plant in February completely wrong. There are 3 deadly mistakes. Mistake number 1, treating Zone 8 like one climate when it is actually 2 completely different worlds. Mistake number 2, thinking double harvest means cramming twice as many plants in at once. Spoiler, it does not. And mistake number 3, planting everything in week 1 of February and watching half of it die. Let me kill the confusion right now. Double harvest does not mean planting 2 crops at the same time. That is the lie that kills your beds. Here is what it actually means. You plant fast spring crops in February. You harvest them in April. Then you perform the 7-day reset. More on that in a minute. Then you plant your summer crops in late April and harvest from July through September. 1 bed, 2 separate crops, 2 harvests, same dirt, 0 wasted time. Let's look at a real example. Radishes were planted on February 10th, harvested on April 1st, bed reset on April 3rd, tomato transplant on April 8th, harvest tomatoes from July all the way through September. That is it. Sequential, not simultaneous. You are just rotating fast enough that your beds never sit empty. Now, here's the problem nobody talks about. Zone 8 is not just one zone. It is 2 different climates. Pick the wrong track, and you will kill your crops. Do this 5-second test right now. Google your city plus the phrase average February low temperature. If your February lows are consistently above 35 degrees Fahrenheit, you are in warm zone 8. Think Dallas, Atlanta, or Southern California. But if your February lows drop below 32 degrees regularly, you are in cool zone 8, like Seattle, Portland, coastal Oregon, or Northern California. This changes everything. On the warm track, you direct sow earlier and move to summer transplants in mid-April. You move fast. On the cool track, you must wait for dry soil, use protection, and wait for transplants until late April or early May. You move more slowly. Pick your lane. Do not guess. Guessing kills plants. Comment your city below, and I will tell you which track you are on. Seriously, I will respond to every single one today. Quick reality check, because I know you are thinking, this sounds complicated or I do not have enough space. You are wrong. Here's what you actually need. 1 4x4 bed. $10 to $15 in seeds. 2 hours in February to plant, and 30 minutes in April to reset. That is it. If you do not have indoor space, just buy your transplants in April. You do not need a greenhouse, and you do not need expensive gear. Just follow the timeline. All right, We have 3 parts coming at you fast. Part A: what to direct sow outdoors this week in the 5-second soil test. Part B: what to start indoors so your summer transplants are ready. And Part C: the 7-day reset system that makes this whole process automatic. Let us start with what goes in the ground. Before you plant anything, you must do the 5-second soil test. Grab a handful of soil. Squeeze it tight. Now open your hand. If it forms a sticky, wet ball that smears, stop. Your soil is too wet. Wait 3 to 5 days and test it again. But if it crumbles and breaks apart easily, plant. Your soil is workable. This is the #1 reason Zone 8 gardeners fail in February. Planting into mud leads to 0 germination, rotted seeds, and wasted weeks. Warm track gardeners usually hit workable soil earlier. Cool track gardeners often have to wait until mid to late February for a dry window. But the rule is the same. Workable soil first, plant second. 3 patience right now saves you 3 weeks of replanting later. Soil passes the test. Great! Here's what to direct sow this week. We have 3 categories, and we are starting with the fastest reward first. Category 1, fast greens. These take 25 to 40 days. Think leaf lettuce, spinach, arugula, and mustard greens. Plant these first for the earliest payoff. Scatter your seeds in rows or blocks. Do not stress about spacing right now. You can thin them out later. Just water them lightly until they sprout. If you are on the cool track, keep a row cover ready for nights when it drops below 28 degrees. If you are on the warm track, plant a second round 2 weeks later for a continuous harvest. These are fast, forgiving, and they free up space early for your summer crops. Category 2, roots. These take 30 to 60 days, and they are very picky about soil. Radishes are the fastest ready in just 25 days. That is instant gratification. After that, you have beets, carrots, and turnips. To plant, make shallow furrows. Drop your seeds, cover them lightly, and water gently. Now, a warning for carrots, especially if your soil is clumpy or crusty. Wait, bad soil makes carrots fork, twist, or not germinate at all. Cool track gardeners, wait for that dry window. Warm track gardeners, you can start earlier, but you must respect the soil test. If carrots have ever failed you before, it likely was not the seeds. It was the soil. Category 3, peas and onion sets. Use shelling or snap peas and use onion sets, not seeds, because sets are much easier for February. For your peas, here's a critical rule. Install your trellis before you sow your seeds. Plant at the base and water them in. Do not try to add trellis later, or you will damage the fragile roots. Trellis first, peas second. For onion sets, push them into the soil with the pointed end up, about 2 inches deep. Keep them weed-free because onions hate competition. Again, cool track, use a row cover for cold nights. Warm track, do not delay your peas. The heat will kill them later. That is your outdoor planting list. Fast greens, roots, peas, and onions. Pick what you want and plant what your soil is ready for. While your outdoor crops are growing, you must start your summer transplants indoors right now. This is the secret to making the double harvest system work. Your transplants must be ready to go into the ground the moment your spring beds finish. In February, you need to start 3 main things indoors. Tomatoes, which take 6 to 8 weeks. Peppers, which take 8 to 10 weeks. And eggplant, which also takes 8 to 10 weeks. This timing ensures your plants are ready by mid-April for the warm track or late April to early May for the cool track. That is exactly when your radishes, lettuce, and spinach will be finishing up outside. Here are a few quick tips for starting seeds successfully. First, use a seed starting mix, not garden soil. Mix is lighter, it drains better, and it will not rot your seeds. Plant them in cells and provide strong light. Keep it about 6 to 8 inches away from the seedlings. If they are leaning toward a window, they need more light. Keep them warm between 70 and 75 degrees until they sprout. Only water them when the top of the soil feels dry to the touch. Now, if you do not have space indoors, do not worry. Just skip this step and plan to buy your transplants in mid-April if you are on the warm track, or late April if you are on the cool track. It might cost $3 to $5 each instead of 50 cents from a seed packet, but the system still works. But here is the absolute rule. Your summer plants must be ready when those spring beds finish.
No exceptions.
If you wait until May to even think about starting these, your summer window is half gone and the double harvest system dies. This is the system. The 7-day reset. It is what makes the double harvest automatic. There are 3 phases you need to follow. Phase 1, spring planting in February. We just covered this. Direct sow your seeds once the soil is workable. Phase 2, spring harvest and exit in April. Your fast greens will be ready by late March or early April. Your roots will be ready throughout April, and your peas by late April or early May. Now, here's the critical rule. The moment a spring crop is done, you must assign an exit date. For example, bed number 1 with radishes and lettuce. Exit date is April 5th. Bed number 2 with beets and spinach. Exit date is April 15th. Bed number 3 with peas. Exit date is May 1st. Write dates down on a calendar. Do not guess. Phase 3, the 7-day reset rule. This is what prevents empty beds and wasted space. When a bed hits its exit date, you have exactly 7 days to reset it. Not 2 weeks. Not when you finally have free time. 7 days. Why 7 days? Because after 1 week, weeds begin to establish, the soil starts to compact, pests move in, and most importantly, you lose 2 or more weeks of your summer growing window. A reset only takes about 30 minutes. You pull the old crop roots, stems, everything. You top dress the bed with 1 to 2 inches of fresh compost. You water it in, and then you immediately plant your summer transplants. Let's look at the full timeline. February 10th, you plant radishes. April 1st, you harvest. April 3rd, you reset the bed. On April 8th, you transplant your tomatoes. And from July through September, you harvest those tomatoes. 1 bed, 2 crops, 0 empty time. Remember the timing for your track? On the warm track, your spring crops exit in early to mid-April, and summer transplants go in right after. On the cool track, everything shifts later. Spring crops exit in mid-April to early May. Then summer transplants go in after the last frost. The system is the same, only the exit dates shift. Now, we need to talk about the 3 mistakes that kill double harvests. If you avoid these, you are ahead of 90% of gardeners. Mistake number 1, planting warm season crops outdoors too early. This is what I call the $100 mistake. It happens every year. A gardener sees a warm week in early March and decides to put their tomatoes in the ground. A sudden cold snap hits. The temperature drops to 30 degrees and everything dies instantly. The rule is simple: tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants do not go outside until after your last frost date. For the warm track, that is usually mid-April. For the cool track, it is late April or early May. Do not waste your money. Wait for your safe date. Mistake number 2, skipping protection in cool zone 8. If you are on the cool track, February and March nights are still brutal. If you direct sow your seeds and the temperature drops below 28 degrees without protection, you will lose your seedlings. Spend $15 on a row cover or a plastic sheet. It lasts for years and it will save your harvest. If frost does kill your seedlings, do not give up, just resow them within a week. Cool season seeds are cheap to replace. Mistake number 3, harvesting your spring crops and then leaving the beds empty. This is the ultimate double harvest killer. You harvest your radishes in April. You feel great about your success, and then you forget about the bed for 3 weeks? By the time you remember it, the weeds have taken over, and your summer growing window is half gone. Remember the rule, exit date plus the 7-day reset? Once that last crop is pulled, you have 7 days to reset and replant. If you do leave a bed empty for too long by accident, do not panic. Pull the weeds, reset the soil, and transplant immediately. You might have a shorter season, but you will still get a harvest. Are you watching this in late February or even early March? Do not worry, it is not too late to start. If it is late February, say between the 20th and the 28th, you can still direct sow your fast greens and radishes right now. You might want to skip the slower growing root crops or make sure you use protection. Store your tomatoes and peppers indoors this week. Your spring harvest might be a bit smaller, but your summer harvest will be unaffected. If it is already early March, focus only on the fastest greens, like lettuce, spinach, and arugula. Start your tomatoes and peppers indoors immediately or just plan to buy transplants later. Your spring window is compressed, but you are still in the game. If it is mid-March or later, it is best to skip the spring planting entirely. Instead, focus all your energy on preparing your beds for a massive summer harvest. Buy your transplants in April and get them in the ground as soon as your last frost passes. This system is flexible. Just adjust and keep moving forward. Now, I have prepared 2 checklists for you, one for the warm track and one for the cool track. I am putting them on the screen right now so you can screenshot them. I have also pinned both checklists in the comments below so you can copy them into your notes. Warm track gardeners, your focus is planting now and resetting in mid-April. Cool track gardeners, you are waiting for that dry soil window and planning your reset for late April or early May. Get those summer seeds started indoors this week? Let us talk about reality. What does all this work actually look like on your plate? If you follow this system in just one 4x4 raised bed, your spring harvest should give you 2 to 3 pounds of fresh salad greens, 20 to 30 radishes, 10 to 15 beets or turnips, about 2 pounds of peas and around a dozen onions. That is enough for fresh salads 2 to 3 times a week for a family of 3, all through the month of April. Then, that same bed in the summer will give you 2 to 3 large tomato plants, producing 20 to 40 pounds of tomatoes. Or a mix of peppers and eggplant, giving you 15 to 25 pounds of produce. Total from just one single bed, you are looking at 25 to 45 pounds of fresh organic food. If you have 3 beds, you are growing over 100 pounds of food in the exact same space you use to grow half that much. That is your zone 8 February double harvest system. Follow the checklist. Do your soil test before you plant. And stick to that 7-day reset. You can do this. You will get 2 harvests from 1 bed this year. Before you go, do 2 things. First, check the pinned comment for those checklists and take your screenshots. That is your master plan. Second, if you want to see how I add a 3rd harvest from these same beds in the fall using succession planting, comment the words "fall harvests" below. But here's what you need to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Go outside. Touch your dirt. Do the 5-second soil test. If your soil crumbles, start planting this week. If it is still too wet, set a reminder on your phone for 3 days and test it again. Every day you wait is a day you lose from your harvest window. 2026 is your year to master your garden, save money, and feed your family. Go touch your soil.